Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Weenus. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm joined by Selexia. Hello, Selexia.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Thank you for co-casting with me tonight. We have an exciting matchup. Div B West, Arrogant Nephalem versus Virtual Murky Slayers. We're about to get into this game. Sorry, we're starting a little bit late. We had a little bit of trouble getting everybody in here. But the reason that this game is going to be so exciting is looking at the standings here for B West. We have 4 teams, really 5 teams at the very top, and the point differences are so close. 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, 7 points, 7 points. So Virtual Murky Slayers currently in the 4th slot, Arrogant Nephalem currently in 2nd. But Virtual Murky Slayers are back matches played. They're only at 2 matches played, where Arrogant Nephalem's at 3. So if either of these teams can get a domination here, it's going to be a big impact and really propel them forward, maybe to even to number 1.
Sounds like it's gonna be a good time.
Oh, it will be. And we talked to Trabe a little bit before the match. He's the captain of Arrogant Nephalem, and he said that they've played Virtual Murky Slayers quite a few times last season, doing some scrims as well. And he says that the games are always epic and that the competition is always fierce. So this should be some good stuff.
Well, I'm ready to see it.
Show it to me. Let's take a look at the maps real darn quick. All right, so unless I mess this up, which is quite possible, we have the Virtual Murky Slayers. They won the coin flip, so they want first hero pick. We have a ban of Cursed Hollow from Arrogant Nephalem, a ban of Volskaya from the Virtual Murky Slayers. Map picked for game 1, Towers of Doom by Arrogant Nephalem. Whew. All right, I think we might be ready. I think we might be ready to do this.
We need to get rid of that extra person in the lobby. Oh, there we go.
That one's on you. That's one of your friends. A wonderful individual, but they are not playing the game tonight. Yeah, I wish there was a way that you could lock the lobby. Maybe there is. Maybe I just don't understand. All right. Do you want to check with the teams and see? Oh, both the teams are ready to go. So I think we should just hop on in. What do you think?
I'm ready.
Thanks for joining us in chat. All right, we will get into game 1 right after this. Here we go, Towers of Doom time. Whew. I love the draft. It's the beginning of a new game. Everything is fresh.
The sun is shining.
Someone's getting murdered and the police are responding in your background.
Hello, welcome to Vegas.com. And we have a first ban coming out from Virtual Murky Slayers for Johanna.
Jojo, always a good tank. I love me some Johanna, even though I don't play her very much, as you saw in some of those ARAMs. So other people play her very well. If you're just joining us in the chat, thanks for stopping by, Monkus Beaver. Cheering for Arrogant Nephalem. Go Veeam, says Zool Rules. Welcome, welcome.
Another tank ban coming out from Virtual Murky Slayers with that Garrosh.
Absolutely. What is going to be banned next? I mean, there's still KT is out there, Asmodan is out there, Orphea. Jeez.
We have to think of those that can really hold a strong lane presence on this map. You know, Towers of Doom, it's a very strategic place to be. Bans have to be that too. Ooh.
A new Barak. All right, so I mean, there's still Imperius, there's Mal'Ganis, there's so many things to have for pick number 1, and going with Diablo. Diablo also very, very strong.
Diablo made it through all those bans.
That's right. We're going to ban the Johanna. We're going to ban the Garrosh. Oh, snap. We better pick up a tank. Otherwise, there's not going to be any tanks left.
Oh, the suspense.
Double pick. Now, I want to see... Yeah, okay. KT. I would be surprised if KT wasn't picked up there. Trabe is going to be playing the KT. Well, at least they might switch around. Segatai, the tank, picking up Muradin. Fake News Nate picking up that Ana.
And see Brisket on the Phoenix.
I love that name. Sea
Me
brisket.
too.
We were
In
talking about
love.
it earlier. So good. Yes, yes, Monkus. Tank bands, tank bands. How about some more tank bands? And by the way, thank you for the follow, Kimeyu. I appreciate it. It was a little bit before the stream started because we were a little bit behind, but you know, what are you gonna do? Abathur
Ooh,
ban.
Abathur getting a ban. Very strong on this map.
Yeah, I want to see. Let's see. I guess maybe a Varian ban would be good. I don't know. I just always get scared when I play Phoenix that they're just gonna grab Varian and blow me up. It's one of my fears. I have Varian.
I was gonna call it, but I was suspecting that there would be a Tyrande ban here. Giving that extra vision with her owl and the close quarters of those tower fights, those stuns can just really disable a team.
What do you say if you get hit by a Tyrande owl?
Those owls!
You
That's
say,
literally what I say, yeah.
who did that? Who?
Stop.
Lucio and Raynor
Ban.
picked up. Ban me all you want. Do it to it. Lucio and Raynor. Interesting. I like Lucio on this map primarily just because you get a lot more mobility. Like, it just really helps you rotate into all those lanes. Another go arrogant Nephalem from Kimeyu. Ooh, a big bad rag. And Cassia.
Picks up that rag. Wow, Swagneros on Cassia. Interesting.
I like it. If we have any virtual Murky Slayers, people watching, shout out for your team. So far, it's pretty one-sided at this point. Ooh, Swagneros says, flirty clouds out. Interesting. I wonder if they're gonna have some synergy there. Leoric last
There's
pick.
that strong solo laner Leoric getting selected by the blue team, arrogant Nephalem.
Which draft do you like more?
Sorry, I almost choked on my saliva. So I'm thinking that I quite enjoy.
There's worse
Arrogant
things to choke on.
Nephalem.
Worse things to choke on.
Absolutely,
For sure.
like brisket. That would be rough. But, you know, we'll have to see.
Where's your rubber turkey?
It's on Amazon.com, probably.
Amazon.com the bomb.
Amazon.com.
.com. I think that would be really funny if they made it mandatory every time a company said .com, they had to say .com. Like, they had to say it like that. It was
I agree.
Like, all right, let's play this game.
Like a bird.
Here we go. On the left, we have blue team, arrogant Nephalem. We've got Trabe playing the KT. We have Null Pointer playing that Lucio. Segatai playing the Muradin. We have Knight playing the Leoric. And Tequiladin is playing Raynor.
And on the red team for virtual Murky Slayers, we have Fake News Nate on Ana, Swagneros on Cassia, Bagatron on Diablo, a Brewer 2 on Ragnaros, and C Brisket.
But it's like a seahorse, right? So it's like underwater.
Okay, we need this.
That was really hard to do. I think I just broke my nose. All right. So we're going to see Leoric go ahead and start soaking top for arrogant Nephalem. He wants those XPs, baby.
Absolutely. Phoenix has already rotated up just to flex his frickin' laser beam up there.
Yes. Yes, yes, indeed. You know, I don't, you know, you have to be really, really careful and patient as Leoric when you go against the Phoenix in lane just because of the range. You have to land your spooky hand, otherwise you will not heal and you will not be able to sustain that lane presence.
Absolutely not. It looks like the red team is getting pretty blown up by Trabe on that KT, just throwing his Qs. But they're just, actually it's back and forth. Looks like red team's rotating up to mid and continuing the dance.
That spooky hand missing up in the top lane. Sea Brisket doing a good deal of damage there to Leoric. Both these camps are going to be grabbed right about now. Well, it's going to be a little bit faster for Ergot Nephalem. When you have Ragnaros and Anna, just a two-man trying to take that, it's going to take a little bit longer, but it will come online. It may even give them a chance, to invade.
Ooh,
nice.
Ooh, Bagatron just slammed into the team and backed up, not wanting to take that.
I like that idea. I like how bold Arrogant Nephalem was trying to take that camp, and a very good defense of holding on to that camp from the virtual Murky Slayers. So I like what I saw from both sides there. This is going to be spicy. It's going to be so spicy.
Yeah, I'm already getting the milk out just in case it gets too hot.
Because milk makes things less spicy.
Yeah,
all right. I was like, 9:30, time for milking.
Get the bucket.
There is to kill it and pushing, trying to back up a little bit, realizing that the rest of the team is missing. Where is the Murky Slayers? They are coming to kill you. Getting back, very nice.
I'm having trouble casting because I'm still laughing at the milk joke, but it looks like the towers have just spawned. Let's see.
Altars have started to activate. In 20 seconds, they will be up, so the team is restructuring, going into different lanes, trying to figure out where they want to go. We have 6 stacks of Mana Addict for KT, 7 of Stormbolt from Muradin, and it looks like the bottom is going to have most of the action. Ragnaros did have to go back to the base and is going to be joining Phoenix, maybe.
Well, Phoenix and Leoric at their respective towers top, and there's definitely the fight, but Trabe was able to just channel that like, hello, no one else is here, because I'm just free.
Yeah, it might be a little bit difficult. I think they were being a little bit timid on the virtual Murky Slayers because they were down 3v4 in that fight. I think they didn't want to basically give up deaths just for one shot. Well, 4 shots altogether. So, who knows?
Right.
Playing a little bit conservative on that, but no one died. Still no kills in this game. A slight advantage in XP to the virtual Murky Slayers. They have about maybe a quarter, if that. It's still super close.
Very even at this time.
47.
These bottom fights are really what can set the stage for a possible win condition for either team, as bottom lane has so much importance on this map.
Absolutely. I'm not very good at math, but if you look at the map, I'm going to say that there's twice as many camps bottom as there are top.
That's accurate.
Am I seeing what you're seeing?
You are seeing what I'm seeing, and what I am seeing is Diablo get thrown up by the KT, but really they're pushing them back to their side of the map, and they really want their camp. Looks like they're gonna get it. Free camp. Free camp for the red.
Well done. That was very surprising that virtual Murky Slayers were able to push in there, take that camp. I believe that Segatai has just got a little bit too low, wasn't able to stay on the front line, and they decided to retract. And I think that, they lost the camp, but they can clean that up pretty easily. But they do lose all of the bottom tower wall.
Be swift, heroes.
Virtual Murky Slayers is already channeling that. Sea Brisket is just about done, and he got it. Looks like Virtual Murky Slayers is really starting to put the pressure on Arrogant Nephalem at the.
Sea Brisket really hoofing it to get to that point, and does claim it. You can't look that Gift Phoenix in the mouth.
Oh my god. You sure can't. You just don't want to. You don't want to question something that's so free.
Do you want to horse around? And the answer is nay.
Nay. But we see that Virtual Murky Slayers was able to get their sappers as well. And typically it's just to turn that camp a color. Because usually with these fights happening bot, they get taken out unless there are several kills, which there might be having a 4v3.
So far, yeah, Phoenix is alone up in the top lane. Doing a little bit of a double soak. Leoric is traveling from the top to mid. Those pumpkins do get cleaned up. They will not be making an impact yet. Getting close to 10s, though. Arrogant Nephalem are going to be thinking about taking a fight, but they definitely are going to want to get 10 themselves before they take a fight after Virtual Murky Slayers get 10. 28 seconds to the next objective.
Push. We see Phoenix got the top sappers, and Leoric just went down. Ragnaros rotated up, and they're starting to continue the pressure they have. It looks like both teams are trying to get 10. Virtual Murky Slayers did manage to get that before this objective. We still have 10 seconds to see what Arrogant Nephalem can do.
Segatai taking a lot of damage, is going to have to hop away. Gets pulled back by Diablo, but not enough to secure a kill. All 10 members are on the left side altar here, and they're going to try to channel this, push back Arrogant Nephalem. Out comes Lightning Breath and Ball Lightning.
Seabrisket again, channeling. Here he is, channeling. Trave is stepping back very low. Very low, can't really step up. Knight's flanking, trying to stop the channel. He's successful there. And we see the engage get deeper.
Heroics are now online for both teams as we see Hyperion, Phoenix break it down.
Ooh,
there's
yikes.
an Entomb, and it's going to be Lucio who falls, followed by Cassia, and now the Leoric. No one has channeled this this objective yet, though. It's still up there. Phoenix is channeling. I do not think that Arrogant Nephalem are going to be able to interrupt it.
And there we have it. Virtual Murky Slayers are heading over, getting their tribute, and we see the cores pretty much going down at this point for Arrogant Nephalem, but this is the ultimate comeback map, as they say. Just a quick recap of the ultimate selected. Ana took Nano Boost, Ball Lightning on Cassia, Lightning Breath on Diablo, Sulphurous Smash on Ragnaros, and Purification Salvo for Phoenix.
Very, very good. Looking over at Arrogant Nephalem on their heroics, we have Phoenix for KT, Sound Barrier on Lucio, Hyperion on the Rainer, and Tomb on Leoric, and Avatar on Murden. I really like Avatar because so far Segatai has had to back off a couple times contesting things like this camp down here. So giving him that extra health will maybe help him anchor a little bit more in the future.
Absolutely.
Down comes the Entomb. There goes Lightning Breath, and Phoenix, and Leoric is going to be the first to fall. Segatai is going to be surrounded now by all of Virtual Murky Slayers as Ball Lightning comes out. It is spreading between several members of Arrogant Nephalem, but they are going to be able to walk this back, only losing Leoric.
Virtual Murky Slayers really selected a team composition and ultimates that is excelling to the point of keeping Arrogant Nephalem from taking any objectives. They're capitalizing on that majorly, and it's really showing.
Absolutely. Level 13 to 12 talent tier advantage for VMS. Knight trying to take back this top tower as altars are coming up in 20 seconds. And we have a bunch of sappers ready to walk their way into this tower. Gonna get about half of it. No. Oh, yes. About half of it. And here we go. The altars are activating. Phoenix is going to come down, maybe try to grab one of this mid altar while everyone is distracted.
Yeah. Phoenix the channeler.
It looks like it's going to go off, and it's before Leoric can get the top tower back, and he needs to wait for more minions. And you know, Ragnaros is going to get this other one.
Yep. Urutu took it.
Here comes the fight.
Blue team cannot even leave their fort at this point. Virtual Murky Slayers is doing an excellent job, like I said, of just zoning them back. They're keeping them in place. They have them in check. It's very admirable.
Leoric finally does get the top tower back claimed for blue. 2 channels there, uncontested. Not being able to do anything about Arrogant Nephalem is now down 14 core health to 32 for the Virtual Murky Slayers. What do you think Arrogant Nephalem can do to try to get back in this game? Maybe wipe the enemy team if they try and take that boss? It looks like they fought against it.
Yeah, they definitely need to keep their forts up, get some kills, stick together, and learn from the mistakes of these past engagements. You know, spread out, step back. Don't let them channel. Do what you can to stop that and try to pick someone off. As we can see here mid, let's look.
Phoenix comes down as well as Lightning Breath. And Tomb was used. Still no one going down here yet. Hyperion just getting a little bit of damage there on the structure still, but that was quite an engage as we see almost all ultimates used there. We still have Break It Down at the ready.
It looks like virtual Murky Slayers are just continuing to push whichever fort they can before any of the objectives actually spawn, just to try to get some extra damage on, or just to keep them in check.
Here come the altars. And once again, Arrogant Nephalem are kind of stuck on their tower defending it. Alright, Leoric goes around. He's going to start channeling that. At this point, alright, we do get a channel in the bottom by Segatai. That was a good steal. Phoenix not quite getting there in enough time, but to really get back in this game, I think they have to get at least 2 here, and it looks like they will. Interrupted by Diablo.
You hope they will. Ragnaros is already done channeling, and that tower is still up on the left. Looks like we're going to have an all-out fight.
Salvo into the Phoenix. Leoric goes down.
Cassius taking a lot of damage.
Raynor's going to be the next to fall here. So that's a 2 for none, and we're going to see another altar claimed here for a virtual Murky Slayer. So they got 2 of the 3, so that's going to put it down to 6 core health left.
And boss is being engaged by virtual Murky Slayers at this time, which will take down 4 points from the core. But I have seen comebacks. We've all seen them. There's still a chance. They just have to get their druthers and push forward.
That's right. Grab your brothers, your mothers, and your druthers. It's still coming back from 2. It's possible, but it's going to be rough, especially down in talent tier 16 to 15. Let's see how these engages go, though. 4 members on 4 members in the bottom lane. Maybe something will happen with these sappers. I think, I think maybe the problem is with Leoric in the off lane all the time. There's just not quite enough upfront beef on the front line. Poor Arrogant Nephalem.
With virtual Murky Slayers playing the way that they are, they just simply do not have the luxury to have that dedicated solo laner. As you can see here, Raynor goes down and Trave has to back up with very little health. Even the tank is running for his life. And bottom fort is taken by virtual Murky Slayers as the next objective pops up.
Yeah, in 22 seconds, this altar could be the last altar to end this game. Segatai getting caught on the wrong side of a bunch of Murky Slayers. Able to hop away, but really, let's see if they can do something here on the backside. A very valiant effort here by KT and by Lucio, but they're getting caught and they will get blown up.
He is done. Lucio wall riding his way back to base for safety.
Wall ride that.
Actually, he's starting to channel the bottom objective, and Diablo came in and interrupted it, but that would have been at least living to see another tribute.
But we will not, as this will be the last one, as Segatai will drop as well, and Raynor is too far away. The channel is rocking and rolling, and this is game 1, going over to the virtual Murky Slayers.
GG.
Alrighty then. Well, it was exciting. I can tell you that.
It was definitely exciting. It was also evident that this map is a strong map for virtual Murky Slayers. They clearly had a strategy going in, and they executed on that to the fullest of it, of whatever the term is, the extent that they could.
To the full extent of the law, which is interesting.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Which is interesting because, yes, words are hard, and I can't do the speaky or the talky at all-y. The thing that's interesting, though, is this was Arrogant Nephalem's map pick. So it's kind of, maybe it just happened to be also very strong for virtual Murky Slayers. I would be interested to see in Game 2 if we're going to see a little bit more frontline engagement from Arrogant Nephalem that's also rolling around with you know, the 4-man or the 3-man, or, you know, maybe in team fights, whereas, you know, it seemed like, you know, Muradin was doing the best he could. It just seemed like he was just taking too much and couldn't hold it down, couldn't protect everyone all the time.
Absolutely. Color me intrigued though, because you're absolutely right. That was Arrogant Nephilim's map pick, and I'm curious if these teams, because they've had so many games together, know how they play these things and prepare for that.
Absolutely. A good quandary.
We shall ponder this. But I want to point out too, and chat's even saying this, you know, Ana had a lot of heals. She's very powerful right now, and especially with her grenade build on this map in particular, just throwing that W out, it's almost like the health that never goes anywhere from the team that's on.
Yeah, you know, hopefully Eye of Horus wasn't picked up. Not that it really matters because there's no Jaina, but let's see. Yeah, Nano Boost.
No, it was Nano.
Yeah, she is really strong right now, and I think it's good because she's been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed, and seeing her in a really strong spot right now is great. She probably won't stay there forever, but she is for now. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, look at, oh man, that Sea Brisket. 4-0, kills 121k, siege damage 50k, hero damage 16k, XP. KT doing a lot of hero damage 64. Okay, and we are going to be moving on to Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Very scary map.
Let's see. I'm probably going to pick the one that says Tomb of the Spider Queen. That seems like the right map to pick.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the map. And let's add it in. Map number 2. Boop. And this one was...
Chat's going off right now.
Ooh, read some of that while I set this up.
So, can't win a game post 16 if you never hit 16. Yikes, that's rough. Shouldn't have read that one,
Yeah, rude. No, I'm just kidding.
Inappropriate. Whoa, Nelly. Let's move on to something a little bit more sunshine and rainbows in here. There's really not much.
Is it all dreary?
It's pretty dreary, yeah. You know, just a lot of feedback on the gameplay talking about Ana. You know, there was no lockdown, they're saying, for Arrogant Nephilim, which in all reality, you know, we see that the only lockdown they really had was that Q, or rather the Entomb and the Q, but just the other team was so much better at zoning them out and just keeping them at bay to where that lockdown was irrelevant.
I like to keep as many bays at bay as I can.
Hey, bay.
Hey, bay. Getting that picnic basket. Boo boo. Baby. No, okay.
Jeez,
we tried.
Louise,
we tried. I went
jeez,
there.
Louise.
It was bad. Mistakes were made.
There's no we in Weenus tried that.
There's a we and an I and an is, and
you're right. It literally is we.
You can't spell weenus without
we
swine.
Is.
Just rearrange the
I.
letters. Exactly. There's swine. There's so many fun words in weenus.
So I did a little research on your name today, and I don't know if it's appropriate or not to bring it up.
Is it about elbows, or is it?
It is about elbows. Yes.
Okay.
I'll just say this. If you do happen to Google weenus and look at Urban Dictionary, there is a female counter.
Oh, well, I mean,
that's all.
I mean,
that's it.
I'm just, oh, yes. I think I have also done that research. But here's the thing, like, a weenus it's gender neutral.
No, it's not.
Everyone can have a weenus. Well, I mean, you're using Urban Dictionary, which is fun. For sure. All right, you may have a point.
And it's a slang term, but this is not up for debate.
True that.
It's a fact.
All right, so I think we're just about ready to get into game number dos. Arrogant Nephalem looking for trying to take a map here. Maybe we can push this to game 3.
We shall see.
How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Is that a test for me?
It is.
I have a bit of anxiety about that question. I know I've seen the commercial and I know there's an answer, but I'm gonna guess 26 and a
26 and a half?
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's a solid guess.
chat, hopefully you'll figure it out when it gets to you.
Yeah, chat, please help me. How many licks does it take till you get to the center of your Tootsie Pop?
To be fair, though, it's a pretty old commercial.
That's okay.
Like, I think it was barely color. Actually, I remember seeing it. I'm old, so yeah, it must be old. It was a one, a two, a three, crunch! Yeah, you know that annoying owl, and you're just like, you didn't play by the rules, you stupid owl, but he's not wrong. Like, you want to be...
We will never ate it and ruined it for everyone, Mr. Owl. Your suit does not make you an educator. You are a fraud.
Absolutely. And we're going to get into game 2 now here of this Div B West game, Arrogant Nephalem versus Virtual Murky Slayers. Arrogant Nephalem must win to keep this series going. We'll get into game 2 right after this. Tomb of the Spider Queen.
That is me in my natural state, that image. I just want everyone to...
Okay. You're a Spider Queen?
Absolutely, I am. 100%.
A Yas Queen?
Yes, I have minions and they have gems in their butts and all that.
Wow, did you bedazzle their behinds? Here we go. It's another...
My hobby.
Yeah, nailed it. Another Zeratul band. This must be targeted. Johanna
And Johanna
band
again.
My goodness.
Is this deja vu?
It could be. It could very well be. Maybe we've already done this cast in the past.
Ooh, on a respect ban, also OP ban, right?
That's right. Sometimes you gotta do the OPP ban. You know me.
I do. Now I do, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so the chat is talking about your Urban Dictionary comments.
Absolutely, they are, for sure. I did chime in a bit. I typed a few things.
Alright, so this time Ragnaros is going to be picked up by Arrogant Nephalem. And Anubarak makes it through the ban phase and is picked up by the Virtual Murky Slayers.
Such a strong tank right now. I remember he was so underrated back in the day. Here's Phoenix, same skin, same sea brisket.
Same skin, same sea brisket, same breakfast channel.
Same sea brisket. Tarande picked up by Null Pointer, looking like a snack.
Tarandeu! And Imperious, excellent. All right, well we're getting a mix of new heroes in here. This will be fun.
Exciting. Let's see. Here comes the ban.
I'm kind of confused why no one has picked up Asmodan. I feel like Asmodan is a sure and lock and load first pick on Tomb of the Spider Queen with all the extra spider minions. But these teams might just have their own, you know, something else in mind.
Yeah, I feel like he's been nerfed a bit. Here's that Garrosh ban. Definitely relevant considering Imperious is the only frontline they have so.
And it's true what they say, Gary can carry, at least early game, so get rid of Oshkosh Garrosh. We'll see you next game, maybe. Triple tank ban again, really targeting Arrogant Nephalem's tanking pool. Well, pretty much everyone's tanking pool.
Pigeonholed there. Yep.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for those pigeonholings. and it's going to be Malfurion, who is banned as the 6th and the last ban of this draft. Thank you for the follow, Bong Lord. May your days be full of bongs and lordship.
Bong Lord.
Bong Lord. I love it. All right, another 2 picks coming out from the virtual Murky Slayers. Show me something good. Maybe a healer? A Thrall and a Junkrat. All right. Thrall is a healer. Thrall can heal himself
sure
a little bit. And so, yeah. All right, what healer are we going to end up with, do you think, for virtual Murky Slayers? I should have done my research.
I mean, there could be a Stukov. There could be a Deckard. I mean, we could see these old men getting played these days. Sorry, that was really bad. Please remove that in real time. But I'm guessing one of those two.
All right, so apparently it's just because I'm in low divisions. That's why Azmodan's still good. Chat is filling me in that with these nerfs that good players just don't pick him. So that makes sense. All right, good stuff. You're right. You're right. You called it.
The old man.
Stay a while and touch my goat.
Oh boy.
Says Deckard Cain.
That is the screaming goat.
It is.
It is not a woman. I have seen that video.
Oh,
wow. It all makes sense now.
All right, I'm gonna have to rewatch that and try to figure it out. But have you seen that Taylor Swift video that they've cut together, and every time?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've also seen the Whitney Houston one for "I Will Always Love You." It was just moving.
I will have to watch
that. It was like, and I can't do it.
That was okay. You start it, and I'll finish it.
And
all right.
we'll always love again.
Yes, please, if you don't want Weenus to cast you, please request that he does not, because otherwise you might get stuck with me doing one of your games. All right, here we go. This is game number 2. Over here on blue side, we have Arrogant Nephalem. We have Dekilidin playing the Ragnaros. We have No Pointer on the Tyrande. Where are you, Tyrande? And we have Segatai playing that Murdered. We have Trabe on the Jaina. And Knight playing Imperius.
And on the red side, for Virtual Murky Slayers, we have Fake News Nate on Thrall, Swagneros on Junkrat, Bagatron on Deckard Cain, Brew or 2 on Anubarak, and C Brisket on Phoenix.
That Deckard Cain sounded like it hurt a little bit when you said it.
It did. It hurts.
I appreciate you sacrificing your body for the entertainment of others.
Yeah.
Zool says in chats.
Yikes.
Goats are not women. Today I learned.
Feels bad for him. It must. Now to the game.
Very good. Once again, Seabrisket is going to be facing an offlaner who is melee. Let's see how Imperius fares against... Oh, it does get that... Oh, it does get some damage in.
Shield is down. It looks pretty,
might fare well
rough.
better than maybe than the Orc, but in the top lane, it's going to be Segatai who takes a lot of damage and has to jump off into the back. This is looking familiar once again.
Absolutely.
You have to have quick rotations on this map. You want to get all the coins possible. Get those gems, rather, because they're not coins. This isn't Blackheart Bay, but it could be.
If you close your eyes, it might.
Arr, you got 10 seconds! That's my best Blackheart Bay announcer.
Yeah, I'm not going to try.
Anubarak is doing a good job of guarding this passage. You got to be careful when you rotate through in the middle here. It's a good ganking opportunity. Trying to get a turn in. Ragnaros is going to be interrupted by Junkrat. Let's check in the bottom lane. See what's going on down here. Phoenix is getting a little bit of damage. Getting a little bit of damage on that bottom wall, but other than that, slow going.
Yeah, just very even. Very just back and forth, like, oh, nice to see you down here. Let me just get my kills. You get
Thrall being up with the rest of the fam is stacking Crash Lightning. 5 of 30 stacks so far.
We see Ragnaros trying to rotate top just to get some extra XP while that fight is pushed pretty close to the blue side's.
Yeah, it's tempting on this map to try to pick team fights, try to get some combat going on, and when you do that, you'll miss out on some of the soak in the lanes, you'll miss some of the gems. It's easy to get distracted because there's so many rotations here between top and middle all the time. It's just one of those temptations that you have to think about. Is this gaining me XP? Are we behind? Do we need to stick just to the minions and then move on?
Yeah, minions play a huge role here, and in being in such tight quarters, you want to just rotate as far out as you can from the other team. As we can see, Thrall is getting quite a few stacks from these close engagements.
These close encounters of the heroes.
No, engagements.
Kind. Oh, it's engagement. Oh, okay, my bad.
It's encounters, but not today.
Well, I mean, you know, like the saying, close encounters of the third kind. That was kind of the joke I was going for there. It didn't land, but you know, you can throw whatever you want against the wall. It's not all gonna stick.
Real life stories.
Speaking of Scroll of Identity, we got 9 of 16 stacks here for Decker Kane, but it's gonna be a big engage on Fake News. Nate will be able to get some heals and backs on out. That was very close. I thought that might be our first kill of the game. Decker Kane is low, though, on mana, and will have to teleport back to base. Hearth away. Back in the bottom lane. Still, fierce combat here between Seabrisket and Knight.
Seabrisket's really making some headway with that one tower. A little over halfway down.
Slowly but surely, as this game goes on. Also, like, well, I can't say that. I'm going to keep that in suspense. Let's say that for later.
Let's keep that in suspense. But what I do see is that blue team has enough gems for turn-in, and they're probably just trying to orchestrate the right time, when and where they can possibly get that turn-in going.
Yeah, both teams actually having enough at this moment in time. Oh, here's a big engage. A huge stun coming out from Tyrande, and Junkrat saves himself with a concussion mine, blowing himself clear. All right. We already have 42 in the bank, though, for Virtual Murky Slayers, so they are a little bit safer, not holding on to as many gems. Big stun there onto Anub, but Anub is going to be hard to pick off. Granting that unstoppable on retreat, but is going to start Hearthing, and Hearth they will. Bottom lane.
You know, Arrogant Nephalem has held on to every single gem. They have not turned a single one in, and you know, I'm curious what the hot is here with the strategy. Is it better to turn in little by little, or do you just do one big turn?
Yeah, someone got 10 in, but, you know, I don't know. I think it's because a majority is being held on to by Ragnaros 20. We have 25 on Knight here playing Imperious, but we do get a turn in finally from the Virtual Murky Slayers, and they will get the first Web Weaver phase of this game.
Slow and Steady gets the first turn in.
That's right. Apparently holding on to all of them, but at least Arrogant Nephalem didn't drop them, didn't get picked off, and didn't lose all of their gems. They got to be careful that doesn't happen now. Now there's going to be a big push, but you know, that's one thing you got to look out for. You can't have your bankroll on the front line and lose all those gems.
Molten Core pop. He's ready. He's ready to swing that hammer.
Trying to get those stuns out. Yeah, and he looks pretty badass. Looks pretty molten hardcore there.
Absolutely. Hard mode baby hammer. Or whatever his name is.
Ragnaros, but yeah.
Ragnaros will retain.
Bottom fort is picked off here by Seabrisket. Rotating now to mid. Virtual Murky Slayers wants to get something else more than just bottom. 29 gems on Imperious. Gonna get rooted. It's gonna get slapped by some Crash Lightning 11 stacks on Thrall at the moment. Web Weaver phase ends, and I think it's time for Arrogant Nephalem to turn in. What do you think? Maybe clear some of these lanes back a little bit and try to get a turn in for themselves?
Time to lick some wounds and figure out how to turn in and see what they can do. to change the way the game is playing out right now, which looks pretty strong for red team.
Yeah, thinking about licking and then also sticking those gems in the turn-in.
Which is a hideous looking egg.
I don't know. Looks delicious. Looks like it might be full of, like, tapioca.
Looks like I almost threw up in my mouth.
All right. Oh, so we have 10s for both teams now. I guess we should cover those. Ultimates, we have Ring of Frost from Jaina, we have Starfall from Toronto, we have Lava Wave from Ragnaros, we have Angelic Armaments from Imperius, and we have Avatar from Muradin.
Oh my god, let me try and do my B train. We have Fake News Nate. Oh no, wait, never mind. I failed. Yikes. Earthquake on Thrall. Riptire on Junkrat. Stay a while and listen on Deckard. Cocoon on Anub. And Purification Salvo on Phoenix.
Very good, very good. And we do finally get this turn in here for Arrogant Nephalem. The lanes are a little bit pushed towards them, but they're going to see what they can do. Bottom is going to be pushed back and cleared by Imperius. We're going to see a 4-man push with this Web Weavers in the mid. Thrall and Junkrat clearing top, Junkrat coming mid.
It's very interesting to see mid prioritize so heavily this game. You know, it's just typically top lane, and I'm very confused. So I'm curious to see if this is just
stay a while. Comes on out, as well as Salvo. Here comes Riptire.
Trib is down.
Jaina has fallen. Segatai gets rooted mid jump. It's not gonna have an escape. Down goes Muradin with a big chunk of gems there.
We see Imperius caught out and just deleted down there at the bottom turn-in point. Ragnaros and Tyrande are just trying to get back to base. Anubarak wanted to scare them a little because they have so many gems, but they made it safe.
That hurts. That hurts a lot when you get the Web Weaver phase and you end up losing forts on your own turn-in. But that was good rotation, good picks, excellent timing by Virtual Murky Slayers. And they are going to be turning in for their own Web Weaver phase. Good
Just
time
immediately.
Good time to do it when you've pushed all the lanes back.
I guess so. I saw Muradin hop over to that Bruiser camp trying to maybe get that engaged, but the Web Weavers had already started descending.
Absolutely. Is this another version of being out CC'd by Virtual Murky Slayers, or what are they doing in these fights that's allowing them to get the upper hand, you think?
They are just very well coordinated. Virtual Murky Slayers just, it's almost like they're robots that know where to be at the right time, and they're heading there. Here they're pushing top lane as expected. I mean, the other two are weak. That's the keep you want to get down. I mean, Tyrande sent an owl up to boss hoping that they weren't there, but they got this turn in, and here they are at keep at minute.
Absolutely. Yep, their macro is being played very well. They have an advantage of 2 levels, talent tier advantage included. The Web Weaver's getting low though, so it's possible that this keep will not go down. If Arrogant Nephalem loses some members here, then it's pretty much assured. Out comes Salvo. Ults are starting to be used here. Down goes Ring, catching 3 members. Very good.
The
Molten
team's very
Core.
slit.
But Muradin goes down. Phoenix is caught and taken out. The keep is saved, which is good.
Definitely trading kills, but we still have the bottom Web Weaver pushing on that keep while the engagement's still happening.
Yep, Trabe going bottom to clear that up to try to save it. That might cause a counter push again in the top if they see more members going down to defend bottom. But no, Virtual Murky Slayers will say that they got what they came for, and they will... Oh, I missed it. Wow, bottom keep could not be saved. That's a big play for Virtual Murky Slayers.
And they have turn in again. Virtual Murky Slayers has enough gems to get the Web Weavers just immediately.
And they
here
get
they
it.
are.
And they do, yeah. Oh my goodness. 7,400 towards Jaina's Frostbite. Needs 15,000. Not quite there. Looking at some of these other quests. 19 stacks of Crash Lightning for Thrall at this point. 11 of the Lunar Blaze for Taronda.
Taronda. Are you doing like a Malfurion reference there?
Yeah, to Taronda. Yeah.
Yeah, when he's like, Taronda!
Taronda, where are you, Taronda? Help me! I'm hiding! We're playing hide and seek, Taronda. And the keep is the target of Virtual Murky Slayers. They want this keep. They got close last Web Weaver phase. This time it will fall. There's nothing that can be done about that. But
No
will there
ifs,
be
ands,
more?
or spider butts about it, am I right?
No spider bouters about it. For sure. I'm having a stroke. Help me. Send help.
Do a grip test really quick. They're at the core.
The Web Weavers are getting deep inside here. Getting in on this core, and it's gonna be Ragnaros who falls. This could be disaster. There goes Jaina. This might, I don't know. Is this enough to end? I guess we'll find out as the combat continues. The Web Weavers are down though, so it is a 3v versus 5.
I don't think it's enough to end at this point. Death timers are still relatively low. But what we can see is perpetual murder coming out from Virtual Murky Slayers, as they almost have control of the blue side of the map without any availability to push back from Arrogant.
And it's not just Murky that they're slaying. They are slaying everybody. 7-1 kills here. They will get this last keep. And this is going to be a tough road back, if at all. Oh, Molten Core does get channeled in time. This is the time for a re-engage. You can get those kills.
We see Thrall taking heavy damage. Fake News Nate is just running for his life, but he's safe.
They're just going to back off, and that keep has 57 HP left for now. A very successful push there for the Virtual Murky Slayers. Boss?
Definitely.
Question mark? Maybe? Turn in the
that-
gems that you have and then figure out what you want to do from there. At this point, it's 18 to 15. 2 levels ahead. Talenteer. I'm sorry, continue.
No, I don't even know what to say, honestly, other than they could be trying to bait the boss to get some more kills and just push to end. They can pretty much do whatever they want at this point. It's a really rough place for blue team to be in. They can... Everywhere they seem to try to go, there is a member of Virtual Murky Slayers just waiting.
Absolutely. This is going to be a tough fight for Arrogant Nephalem to overcome and come back from. They're going to have to win team fight, and then win another team fight, and then maybe another team fight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Can it be done? Yes. Is it going to be difficult? Yes. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's going to be difficult for sure. There's a lot of gems available on the map for blue team to pick up at this time, but they are just zoned again. And here's a fight. Fake News Nate is very low. That Thrall is hanging on for dear life. He's saved. He's alive, full health. But what we're going to see is Imperious having to back away because his life was almost taken there. But also a very sneaky thing happened, and we see the Bruiser camp pushing mid from red team.
And 3 members are taking down the Taronda, Jaina, and Muradin. And more are on the way. Ragnaros shouldn't be able to escape this. Imperious might be able to. Kill it and down to 300 HP. Making a run for the border. In comes a Nubarak.
Yikes.
And a Brewer
and
2
this
will take it down 2. This is going to be... Yeah, this is probably it. Yeah, there goes that last keep. And this is going to be a 2-0 victory, a domination going over to the Virtual Murky Slayers.
GG's.
The GG's come out. Wow.
That was intense.
My goodness.
Jesus. So intense.
It's like the fire at the circus. It was intense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, no, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, tense. Yeah, circus tense. Hello?
Very good, very good. Oh my goodness. All right, let's take a look at some of these stats here. 11-1 kills. Clearly, one-sided team fight operation going to Virtual Murky Slayers. once they got an advantage in levels, it helped, but they were really dominating those fights, picking the right engages. My goodness.
Yeah.
What a scary
there wasn't
team.
even really a specific target that they were trying to kill. Like, oh, we're so terrified of this Ragnaros, let's kill him. The kills are split evenly. They were just closing their eyes and spraying the bullets, and whoever died.
Absolutely. A lot of chat agreeing with the blow up potential. Jaina just exploded, says Josh Sill. Advar says perpetual murder. Oh my goodness. Isn't that what this game is, though, all the time?
You always hope so, yes.
Yeah. Rough games indeed, says Monkus Beaver. We'll come back, though. Yep. Absolutely. This is just one match. This will propel the Virtual Murky Slayers, I think maybe even into first with their record. Ragnaros doing a lot of work for Arrogant Nephalem. Thrall coming through with a lot of hero damage, and there's the Phoenix. That Sea Brisket battling in that bottom lane, getting that siege damage. Oh
yeah,
man, Lava Wave
Brisket.
though. Lava Wave though, doing so much damage as well.
Absolutely. I mean, those stats are pretty high up there for Ragnaros. But because those kills were so scattered between the team, they were able to stay up, but they were just outplayed. Bottom line, the other team had it together. It's like they had pointers on the map telling them go here, go there, go here. They have clearly practiced. They are clearly very cohesive, and they were able to execute with no problem at all.
Absolutely. All right, so I think we're going to have a quick interview here with Fake News Nate. Let's go ahead and hop into one of these lobbies. Lobby's number 1.
First.
Oh, cut her off.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
For that 2-0 domination.
Congratulations.
You guys looked really good out there.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. We have a couple questions for you if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So question number 1 that I have, just because I need to have it confirmed by somebody who is doing a lot of congratulations typing at the moment. I hope you guys are all celebrating, I'm sure. Is Azmodan no good anymore? No one even touched him. Ban or pick on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Am I crazy?
I think Asmo's okay. I don't think he's as good as he used to be. I think tanks and healers are the meta, so you can sort of fill in whatever damage you want later.
Absolutely. We saw you guys pick ban after ban on tank after tank after tank. Were those targeted, or is that a strategy that you're going to apply to any team?
Yeah, I think I'll drop that one off to my boy Nick, who just jumped in. See Brisket, what do you think?
Welcome.
Oh, hi, hello.
Siege Brisket.
I will take that compliment. That is quite the pun.
Did you hear the question or no?
No. I just
There
got
was
in
no
here. What was the question?
That's it.
Oh, hi. Yeah, great to be here. Hello, everyone.
Welcome. All right. Would you like to rephrase the question, Slexia?
Are you only saying that because you forgot it?
No, I wanted to see if you were listening. It's a test.
I wasn't. I
Perfect.
was not.
Okay. So yes, I think tanks are important in this.
All right. Would you? So the question was about banning the tanks, multiple tanks, sometimes using all 3 bans, 4 tanks, really trying to choke that pool. So do you feel like there's certain tanks that you guys play that's in your pool, or can you play all of the tanks? I know there's a limited number of hard tanks, so I mean,
Yeah.
I guess the question I'm getting to is it possible to blow back on you if you ban all these tanks when you have to pick a tank yourself? Do you just pick early? How do you deal with that?
It's a good question. Sometimes we do prioritize getting a tank early in the draft. I think going back to your first question, just for a moment, Arrogant Nephalem have played some tanks very well against us. In this particular matchup, we thought it was really important to take away some of those heroes. And
I think they like Joe a lot, so we didn't want them to get Joe. Obviously, that was our first ban both times, and then I think Diablo is just really strong, so we tried to control him in the draft. That was the main thing.
Yeah,
First game they gave us Diablo and then also Ana, which was kind of surprising. So we were happy about that.
Definitely. I have some questions. How long have you guys been playing together?
Go
for it.
Yeah, sure. Like, I've been playing with Nate and a brew or two for probably a couple of years, but we didn't really come together as a team until maybe almost a year ago.
Yeah, the last season of NGS was our first competitions together, and then we did Heroes Lounge as sort of a warm up for this season.
It seemed like on both maps, you guys just have such synergy that you can finish each other's sentences in the game. You just move together like this fluid motion, and you're everywhere you need to be at the exact right time. Do you guys practice a lot? Do you scrim a lot? How do you get that kind of synergy that you guys have?
Yeah, we have been playing
a bit more than we played Heroes Lounge for the past season, and that gave us a lot more experience playing together, especially with only one competitive season before now.
Yeah, I think we got good drafts for what we like to do both of those games too, which makes us look smoother than we might be otherwise.
It
we've had our
definitely
share of
looks
bad
smooth.
games.
On Towers of Doom, you guys really you had a team comp that put in those choke points where the towers are. You were able to just control every single place you were at. I mean, Cassia's lightning ball and whatever else was played, because I don't even remember. I was blown away by it. Everything was just keeping the other team in their base. It's like you cannot even leave. Just, we own this map. Hello.
Yeah, once we got Ana, then we drafted for that to happen, basically, because we'll win the poke war like every time. So that was part of the Cassia pick. Was like the Cassia didn't deal, too much damage, but it's just that they have to pay attention to Cassia before Ana. So, like, if they can't get to Ana, they probably lose the fight.
And Ana definitely, shout outs to your healer, definitely was able to land those double sleeps a few times just through bushes, just hyper aware. And even with the Deckard Cane, the roots were definitely on point.
Yeah, Evac played a good Deckard. He's our new addition for this season. So we played with him like casually I have at least for a long time. But yeah, it's been really fun with adding to the heroes we can play.
And it's also great. I know Nate doesn't want to pat himself on the back for the Ana play, but having that in his repertoire has been really nice for us.
Yeah, I'm branching out.
No,
I used to be a no heals gentleman. Only edgelord assassins, but I'm branching out.
All right.
I was a stupid Zera main, but here we go.
Boy. Is that why we saw the Zeratul ban?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. We played actually quite a bit against Arrogant Nephalem in Heroes Lounge and in Just for Fun tournament and in the last season of NGS, and we know each other's picks pretty well. Yeah,
it's great to play against them. Just having a team we've been in the same division with for so long is really kind of fun for us.
It's really fun to have a rivalry.
Oh, it's a rivalry.
Friendly, but yes.
Well, we always come to the table really wanting to win against them, and I assume they do too. So
out of respect, of course. They play a really tight game, and they did a really good job last season in NGS.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We Trey was hanging out with us a little bit in the coin flip right before we did those flips and those map picks, and said just about as much that they fought you guys time and time again in NGS and other settings, also just in scrims, and that says every time it's really tough and really learns a lot because it's really competitive. So You guys were able to pull out that 2-0 tonight, though. So
yeah, and I mean it's really likely they make the playoffs too. So we're looking forward to a rematch this season as well. Hopefully,
yeah, maybe you guys will make it there, and who knows, it'll be the face down again. Maybe.
That'd be great.
Yeah, hopefully there's a lot of other good, strong teams as well. But yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, do you see any other competitors from the list of teams that have you concerned at all?
Well,
Or
some
that you
of them I
should be
don't
looking
know.
out, some that you should be looking out for.
Yeah, some of them I don't know. Let me see.
Just looking at the standings right now, it seems
I was pulling it up too, actually.
Yeah, Logical Decision, they've got 1 domination. I mean, you guys are 10 Armor also got 2 dominations.
Yeah, I think 10 Armor looked pretty strong. Let's see.
Yeah, we don't have too much experience versus any other teams or know them very well. It just happens to be we've played so much against Nephalem.
We've played against Logical Decision some,
Yep.
and we scrimmed them recently, and that should be a good match. I think
Excellent.
Reborn Knights Red was pretty decent as well, and they're 3-2 now, but I think they were pretty good in a previous season. So anyway, it should be a good season.
Absolutely. I hope to see you guys face off again, because that was a lot of fun to watch. All right, most important question, then we'll let you guys get out of here, and that is, what is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Oh man, whichever one is moistest, honestly.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Good answer. Wow. Bring to the
I
audience.
see. Yeah, exactly. Now you know your audience. Well, I mean, that's the thing with cereal, right? Like, you just put a bunch of milk in there and you just leave it, and it's all the same
No.
after a while.
No one likes a soggy cereal.
Hmm. I feel like that's a philosophical point of view there.
Yeah, I don't know. I love
Yeah.
some. If you're gonna have some oatmeal, I love me some really soggy oatmeal. That's.
Oh.
Yo, do you have that chicken on hand? You want to hit me with that chicken noise?
This one.
It's actually, it is his hand.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
The chicken is his hand. Secret's out.
Wow. So
Yes.
the second hand that I see sometimes, that one's fake. Huh?
It's surgically attached to my hand. It's my chicken hand.
How much that cost?
Hold on to my good hand. How much does this chicken cost?
Take my strong hand.
Oh, the surgery. Those medical bills.
Oh,
are astronomical.
right. Yeah, the cheap rubber chicken was definitely the least of the cost of that surgery.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Focus 45 in the chat calling me a snooze of an interview. Shots.
Oh my goodness. What are you gonna do?
I'm entertained. I don't know what his problem is.
Yeah, he's
Honey
on
Nut
it.
Cheerios. You guys got that good suggestion. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So are we missing? We're missing one more cereal, right? And then we're moving on. Do we get?
What do you got, Nick? What's that cereal?
Oh, favorite cereal is obviously Count Chocula.
Oh, Count Chocula.
Wow, obviously. Huh?
Obviously. Oh, pretty much for name alone though.
It's a hard Count Chocula.
It is a very hard.
Oh, I
Count Chocula.
like Focus 45's best cereal is Yeeties. That's a nice one.
Yeeties is pretty good as well.
Yeet.
Focus 45 is a brewer too, by the way.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
hopefully they're on their team, because they're saying they're saying
Oh, yeah.
that it's quite a snooze of an interview. So I assumed, but I didn't want to draw any attention to it in case there's a troll in the chat. But it's always.
Well, I mean, he's obviously a troll.
It's
so.
always fun. It's always fun to
Both.
flame your own team.
Wow.
It's past his bedtime.
Yeah. that's-
So now that we have the important question out of the way, let's get those important shout outs
Oh, man.
out here.
Thanks for casting, guys. Honestly,
Yeah, really. You guys
It's really. It's nice to be casted. Making this division and NGS. Really fun to be in. So it's awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for tolerating my mediocre casting. I appreciate it.
Oh well, they won't hear that until later
don't
when they
even
go
know.
back. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
You can-
cool. Just don't even watch it.
So I mean, just
I
out of
think we'll watch it.
curiosity, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I just want to see if you guys know.
Ooh, well, depends on who you are. So if you're a Murky main, I'd go with like 2 licks. But I don't know. What do you think, Nick?
Oh, we're talking about that classic video with the owl.
Yep.
Oh, showing
yeah.
your age here.
Oh yeah, I'm ancient. I believe it was 3.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was gonna say you're off the hook, Slexia, but people know about it. They know.
What the hell? What is this?
I'm a bit of an owl
26
expert.
and a
you might
half.
say.
That was my
Yeah.
educated guess.
26 and a half was their educated guess.
Uh-huh.
All right. Any other shout outs before we let you fantastic gentlemen out for the evening?
Oh,
whole
best of luck to
team-
Arrogant
Yeah,
Nephalem
Arrogant Nephalem definitely
as well. Yeah, see you guys in the playoffs. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah,
GG's.
thank you guys so much.
Very
This was
good.
great.
Thank you guys. Have a great evening. And once again,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you. Have a great night.
All right. Toodaloo. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Those were some games. Well, we didn't go to 3 games.
Definitely.
We went to 2. We got in. We got out. We did what we had to do. These are great teams. Congratulations to Virtual Murky Slayers, but also to Arrogant Nephalem. You guys played your hearts out as well. It was a lot of fun to watch. A lot of fun to cast. So
Definitely was. I'm happy to hear that there's this friendly rivalry going on and that they're looking to see each other in the playoffs. It's really exciting to have been a part of these games.
absolutely. I remember in last season there was a lot of that in Div C. Everybody was friends. Like everyone made friends with each other. They're like, we're gonna try to beat the crap out of you on Thursday when we play, but till then, like we're all friends and stuff. And so I think there's a lot of fun to having a rivalry, being able to scrim each other, learn from each other, get better together, and then at the end of the day, sometimes just play together. You want to win, but there's more than just victory in NGS. There's a lot of community, so I really appreciate that.
Definitely.
Alrighty, thank you so much for co-casting with me again. This is night 2, back to backies.
It's my new hobby, I guess.
Oh my goodness. Well, maybe you're gonna have to cast some of these.
Never. Like I said, no, thank you.
Never.
You do all
no,
the hard
thank you.
work.
Okay.
I'll just show up and just talk.
Very good. All right, that works too. Thanks everybody for hanging out in chat. Before we get to you though, where can people find you? Slexia.
Well, if people are really interested in finding me, you can definitely subscribe to my Twitch channel and hope that one day I actually stream again. That is twitch.tv/Slexia. Or you can definitely follow me on my very dormant Twitter account, which is Sparkles, as noted below the image on the screen right now.
At Sparkles. All right,
Sparkles.
I think we need a redemption for Deckard Cain.
Okay.
All right.
What
do
do you
do
need?
you want to go first, or should I about doing our impressions because they were pretty sad?
Go ahead. You go first.
All right. Stay a while and listen. My bag is full of all these gems from the Nephalem.
Oh, wow.
Your turn.
All right. Oh. All right. Here we go. Ooh. Okay.
No pressure.
Yikes. I am sweating bullets over here. Okay. Even these old eyes can see that Tarande's got nothing on these bottles. I don't know. I failed at that. I failed. Hurry in the stream.
Yes.
I'm scared.
Oh, I love initiating things that I'm gonna clip later. Oh, that was delightful. You can find me on.
Even these old eyes can see Slexia failed miserably at an impersonation of Deckard Cain.
I love it. So good. And it really doesn't matter how good or bad the impression is. I think it was pretty good. But just trying it and being able to just have fun with it. I think we're all winners. We're all winners because of that. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at MoistWinus. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MoistWinus. Thanks everybody for hanging out in chat. Zool Rules, Focus 45, Ebagtron, Slexia, you were in there, I guess. Josh Sill, Monkus, thanks Key for tuning in. Let's see, who else do we miss? I'm sure there's some. Oh yeah, Odever. Boop 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 beep boop. I am a robot. Scanning. Do not find anything else.
Siege Brisket making an appearance.
Oh, and Bong Lord. How could we forget about Bong Lord? Oh
How
my goodness.
could we?
All right, so let's see, where were we? All right, thank you for the follow, Kimeyu and Bong Lord as well. All right, I think that's gonna do it for us. Do you have anything else you want to say, Slexia? Should we just let this go out into the night?
I wish I had a turkey to hunt.
All right, guess I should have ended the stream sooner. Actually, let's see if there's anybody else. Let's see if there's anybody else streaming some matches tonight. I know this is probably the last one because it's pretty late on the draw. Yeah, okay, we'll send everybody over to Lauren, I guess. That would be a good thing. If I can spell his name right. If I pronounce his name right. Let's see what that. Let's see if this works. All right, thanks everybody. We will find you in the Nexus soon. Have a good evening. Bye bye.
Ta-ta!
Toodles.